have you heard about Brian Laundrie? There are a couple things I want to get off my chest. Number one is that I want the media to stop calling Brian Laundrie the fiance of Gabby Petito. He is not her fiance. So stop it, the media. All right? Let's be clear about what we can be clear about. Everybody believes that boy killed that girl. So let's not give them this lovey-dovey title. All right? Now, having said that, let me say this. I've heard, I'll have to verify this, but, I got the word, that the reward for Brian Laundrie, sound like a Chinese ticket, no ticket, no laundry. Anyway, that the reward for Brian Laundrie for a tip that will lead to his arrest is at $500,000. That's right, and climbing every day. So, I do this, and I do this with, what's the word, indemnity, I think I want to say. I do this with a perfect understanding of freedom of speech, and I do it as an evangelical, not-for-profit organization making an appeal for financial support. And here it is. Brian Laundrie, will you please call me Pastor James David Manning at number 1-800-877-7734. The number is 1-800-877-7734. Brian Laundrie, will you please call me Pastor James David Manning? Tell me where you are, and so I can then inform the police department where you are, and they can make the arrest, and the ATLAH World Missionary Church can receive that $500,000 reward, because we need it. No, we do. And Brian, by giving $500,000 to the ATLAH World Missionary Church, and by the World Missionary Church doing a noble thing, and by you turning yourself in, shutting down the media speculation and running through that swamp all day, every day, you will then begin to get some sympathy from the world, even though the murder of Gabby cannot be, if you will, forgiven. However, Brian, if you were to arrange for the ATLAH World Missionary Church to get that reward by calling me at number 877-777-0734, we would be able to pick up that reward. I pray I got that number correctly. We don't use that number quite often. But anyway, now, and it'll be a good thing. We can shut the media down. They're all over every place. Brian, can I tell you something, Brian? The neighbors right next to your mother and father's house down there in Florida are charging individual media like CNN, MSNBC, and others $3,500 a week just to rent a portion of the lawn so they can have their microwave trucks and all their other kinds of items of destruction, of reporting bad news and rumors. They're camped out in front of your mama and your daddy's joint, and the neighbors are making tons of money. Well, why can't the ATLAH Church get some money, Brian? Brian Laundrie, call me, Brian, and give me the number. Give me the place of where you are, and I will come and meet with you to facilitate a peaceful turning in and surrender to you. And we'll see to you that you get the best lawyers possible to defend yourself. And Brian, I'm not sure you're guilty of murder. Now, Gabby Petito is dead, and I said if you did, well, I'm not here, about the business of sparking some sort of forgiveness program. However, I'm not sure you're guilty. I am not sure. By the way, Brian, that Gabby looked like y'all would have had a great relationship. And I love driving across country too. So I take my hat off for you for that. Anybody who loves driving across country. And by the way, I'm planning on going to Moab Park. I've driven past Moab Park, leaving Kanab. Do you know where Kanab, Utah? Anybody know where Kanab, Utah is? Just outside the Grand Canyon on the North Rim. I've driven through by Moab Park, but I've never been in. I'm going, next time Elizabeth and I go west, we're going to Moab Park. I love the state of Utah. Anyway, Brian, the media is making tons of money. You know, they have jacked the sales of their commercials up on CNN now. Every time they bring out a report about somebody, and they got your sister out there and your brother-in-law out there now pontificating about you and everybody. Brian, call me. Brian, call me or send me an email at ATLAH1@AOL.com. That's ATLAH1, ATLAH1@AOL.com. Send me an email and let me know where you are, and I'll come and facilitate your peaceful and successful arrest. And we'll take it from there so that I can pick up the reward. Amen. All right. And we're going to share the reward money with the children here in the community of Harlem. Brian, it'll be a good thing. And it'll get you some mercy, too. Yeah, it will. It certainly will that. All right, so I wanted to make that announcement. And anybody who knows where Brian is or knows anything about Brian, put this on your social media spot so that Brian may be checking you out and he'll hear the good Pastor Manning saying, Brian, surrender yourself to me, Pastor Manning, and let us collect that reward.